So it's been a while since I don't draw, which is strange because I like to create things and I believe that most of them start with some kind of drawing. But as I'm currently not in an art-related job, I usually fall back to my comfort zone in my free time, which currently is cross-stitching. Don't get me wrong, I love it and I keep doing it as long as I like it and probably bring future projects here on the channel. And also to create those embroidery projects, I do make my own pixel art drawings that are then transformed into a little thread painting. But at the same time, I'm missing other medias like sculpting, woodcutting, watercolor, painting, and drawing. And as drawing is the base for me and it's a simpler approach than the other options, let's start with it, shall we? For this illustration, I'm doing a fan art of two Pokemon, and if you know me, you can guess that they are some kind of fox interpretation. One was my childhood favorite Pokemon, Ninetales, based on the mythical Kitsune, and the other one of my current favorites, Zorua. One funny thing is that I usually prefer the pre-evolutions, like Zorua, but between Ninetales and Vulpix, I lean towards the evolution. And about the composition, I wanted to do some cozy scene. Thought about them sleeping together, maybe in a forest or in one of those small Japanese shrines you can find by the countryside roads in Japan. But I went forward with a Japanese-inspired garden because I was afraid to do some disrespectful composition with the shrine idea and changed my mind about the interaction between the two characters as well. I thought that it could be funny to have them play together like a puppy and an adult dog, and when searching for references, I found a picture of two Labradors, an adult laying down, holding a cord, and a puppy strongly trying to pull that cord away, and really liked this idea. Most of the time I'm doing some drawing, painting or woodcutting. I like to have a general sketch for it, but not that detailed. I think I don't have the patience to make those super elaborated sketches, which can cause me to have some errors in the final product, in perspective or anatomy or even in the composition itself. At the same time, I truly enjoy making some creative decisions after the sketching phase, making the other stages still creative and not only a procedural technique application. For this piece, I ended up choosing inking for finalizing the lines. I tried to use the brush pen, but I still struggle with my lack of control with it, which actually means that I need to practice more. But for now I prefer to use the regular ink pens. Interestingly enough, when it was time to ink Zorua, I decided to use the brush pen and I really enjoy it, and also used it in part of the scenario. Scenarios are something I want to keep practicing more in the future because it's very comfortable to only make characters basic compositions and not add interesting backgrounds to it. It's something that I think a lot of illustrators, including myself, have a hard time and make it as a second thought. I don't think this is a super good one, but it's better than having nothing for sure. After inking, I needed a break. Okay, let's go back now. At this stage, I was still unsure if I wanted to color the illustration or not. Was leaning a little more towards coloring it because I thought the drawing was a bit confusing with only black and white, which could be better with some more light and shadows treatment and maybe some textures, but I wasn't sure what I wanted for this piece. And also my best friends really encouraged me to color it. We are thrilled that we are always sharing works we are doing and get feedback from each other. I love them, not only because of this, but this helps. As I have used the water-based ink pens, I can't use any paint like watercolors or gouache. And to be honest, I was already thinking of using color pencils, which are one of my favorite color medias for drawings, but usually I don't think they get the appreciation they deserve from a lot of artists and creators. I aim to use colors to make each element more cohesive and legible. Try to use complementary colors to make the shadows and analog colors to bring more depth. At the same time, I aim not to branch out, using a lot of colors, a lot of hues, so I could keep some consistency throughout the whole piece. I find that a limited color palette can work wonders, and this could also be an interesting prompt. Select some few colors and make a drawing using only that. Another thing that I want to experiment in the future is using color pencils without the inked lines, relying just in areas of colors. I have done this in the past, but it requires a little more thinking, and as I wanted to do a soft going back to drawing, I went to my safe line inking space. This drawing really showed me how I need to go back to doing things like this. It's so awesome to do something analog, be away from screens for a while, and create something fun from our own ideas. I can see that I have a lot of improvement to be done with more practice, and my wrists, fingers and hands in general need more practice as well, as I got so tired from making this small drawing. is the final result. It's not perfect by any means, but I think it's a good way to start again. Let me know what you think about it, which techniques you want me to use in the future, ideas, and I don't know, your favorite Pokemon, and if you want me to create something with them. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I hope to see you again in the next time.